Hey healing homies, welcome back to another collective reading. My name is Luana and tonight we will be reading under the new moon in Capricorn. So we're just going to get straight into it. I did pull 3 cards off camera. We had first coming through for the collective, practice becoming who you deserve to be. The ego will try to resist, evolve anyway. So I'm wondering for some of you if that resonates. We're just going to welcome ego in. Hello, ego. Nice to see you. Come into this reading. You're going to be in the passenger seat, so, get comfortable here. And with that card coming through, firstly, it is definitely giving the energy of you no longer identify with an old identity that maybe you've lived most of your life or a big chunk of your life in. And this could be an identity of like what job you have, or what your friend group stands for, or a partnership or a placement in your family. And then there's been either your own choice to be like, this is no longer resonating, or something has occurred where you no longer can allow that old identity to keep moving forward because it's no longer true, it's no longer authentic due to whatever reason. And then you're in this kind of in-between state of practicing becoming who you deserve to be. However, in this in-between state, there's a bit of a challenge with the uncomfortability that maybe ego or, your mind is having trouble allowing the becoming to happen as well. So we had pig spirit, use your mind wisely, come through. So if analysis paralysis resonates for you at this time, let's try to just ground in here and clear some of that energy, because the third card that came through is strength. It's time to take your power back. It's easy to get lost in thought that has been influenced by other people's opinions, but don't let it distract you. You've got this, okay? So the distractions are there, the resistance is there, but alas, here we are in this reading talking about it. So, there is movement. You are not falling victim to this type of mentality at all, okay? I love that strength came through with it's time to take your power back, because in today's Sacred Sunday video, the first thing that wanted to come through the channel was row, row, row your boat gently down the Awa. No fear in me, no fear in me, straight back to my power. So you're in the river, riding the currents. Let's see what our spirit has for you, okay? So now we've got like the theme of the message. What is collective needing to know, needing to be aware of, to move from this state of analysis paralysis, or just becoming more comfortable with the uncomfortability that's being experienced out there right now? So what's wanting to come through? We have a flipper with wild rose fairy love. Love's come through for you. Love is the strongest medicine I know. Yeah, I feel like this old identity was like the version of you that bought into like poor behavior that was disguised as love. And I feel like you've been through a challenge where your discernment has been strengthened. And I can hear collective say, I don't ask for that. Maybe we don't always ask for what we need. You need more love in your life. Love that is packaged and opened, and it is love. Like nothing confusing, nothing that breaks you down then builds you up. These energies bye-bye. Not very nice. So yeah, you're walking away from some paralyzing energy, it feels like. And I don't obviously mean physically paralyzing, but like it feels like my internal space is stuck, and then instead of taking action in any direction, it's just kind of like I will stay stuck and I will try to use my mind to understand why someone would treat me this way, or maybe I'll use my mind to make it my responsibility that I feel shit, when really someone else in the vicinity of you, maybe someone's ego, was preventing your evolution in some sense, due to the way they loved you and how you fit into their puzzle. And just take what resonates, okay? So then we have Willow Spirit with flexibility. Interesting. And Bear Spirit number 4 with the healing card. Beautiful. So yes, Willow Spirit flexibility is coming under Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. So I feel like, if we look at this little piggy, he's standing on this cloud and he's obviously looking at something and he's analyzing something. And I think what this piggy may need to remember is that he got wings, bruh. He can fly up and have a look around and go see some new sights, and that might be the medicine he's needing at the moment. So be flexible about where you place yourself throughout this next moon cycle. If you can be flexible about changing your external environment, as in have a break from the monotony that you may be experiencing, go have a new experience somewhere else, even if it's not a holiday or a getaway or a little road trip to a little town outside of your town. This could be being flexible and allowing yourself to enter other people's spaces, homes, whānaus, and being able to just allow how other people operate in these areas of life to feed or confirm what's going on in here. Take it if it resonates. Is that what you're trying to tell me with this flexibility, Willow Spirit shit? But yeah, double-winged creatures here. Definitely time to take flight. And if you are feeling flighty, ground. I feel like part of this healing is wanting to bring stability to where you are in the in-between state so that you can evolve anyway. When we come to strength, it's time to take your power back. We have Bear Spirit number 4 with healing. So maybe for some of you, you've been intentionally healing for a long time, and it is your strength. And this is where maybe ego needs to sit down for a second, because there is a deep winter here that is asking you to be within. And I feel like there's potential healing energy that can be stronger for you. It's like ego wants you to settle for piss poor healing, or settle for a certain type of healing that was amazingly freeing a year or two ago, but it's no longer cutting the mustard. Okay, so don't let yourself convince you that you can't invest in your healing further, I think is the message here for ego to not allow you to resist further investment in your healing. Yeah, okay. All right, let's clarify with the chakra cards. Also, Bear Spirit comes through for people who are healers or identify as wanting to work in, helping people, helping others. So that could be a confirmation for you too. It's like, don't let your ego think that, oh, there's so many people out there putting healing information out and doing all the things. I can't be doing the same. You won't be doing the same, bro. What are you on about? Like, you've literally it's all been planned for you to have the lived experience, and then the lived experience of healing, and then coming through you. Every message will be different from how I deliver it, vice versa. We need everyone, okay? If you're a reader and you're like, everyone's doing it, join the party, bro. Okay. So, firstly, we have journey. To enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. Okay, so you may feel like you've got an idea of what love you need in your life. And this isn't necessarily saying you don't know. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying just welcome in the highest love for the highest good of all, for those around you and in your life that are important. Letting go of the outcome can be like letting go of an old relationship. Because how can someone move in if you're still thinking about this other person? Or letting go of an old version of a relationship if you're still moving forward with your person as well. And to let go of the outcome if you're already in a relationship and you're just kind of wanting to end an era together where you didn't communicate about a certain topic properly. It's really important that you allow it time to journey through a new experience with your person, and let go of any outcomes that they're going to disappoint or let you down, or it's just going to go back to how it was, because then you're just manifesting that, okay? Then we've got on pig spirit, flexibility and passion. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Yeah, if you're excited about change, then your flexibility will be flowing much more naturally. I feel like fear is what's trying to keep you rigid, and fear that is trying to keep your mind occupied with all the what ifs and going down rabbit holes and, maybe checking in with everyone else and what their opinion is so that you can formulate your own. Passion is kind of like coming from someone who feels safe enough to have a flexible opinion. Maybe in the past or in your youth, you could have been someone that kind of kept people to their word. So that is what you meant and that is the truth and all of this energy. Whereas it's kind of like in adulthood, we can try on different hats and we can take them off, and that's okay. And one day we might have something that's very passionate and lit us up, and then another time it might not be that thing, it might be something else. But it doesn't mean you were lying before, right? Does that make sense? And then we have confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. That sounds fun. Confidence. Yeah, confidence. It's like having confidence in your healing and your strength to take your power back, no matter what people's opinions are. Have confidence in your healing journey, because you have cultivated a lot of wisdom and intelligence, and that is something to share when you feel like you need to share it. But with this bear spirit coming through, it's giving like being confident in your own space with versions of you that make you uncomfortable, and that is where you gain your strength back, because you are the best person. The healing version of you is the most qualified to hold the wounded version of you, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, I'm not calling anyone broken or nothing, but I mean, two realities can kind of exist at once. And when you're on your healing journey, like say you enter your healing journey because you've had a childhood memory rear its head and you're like, holy shit, this makes so much sense. This trauma makes so much sense. And that's why I'm like this. And that's why I'm like this. And blah, blah, blah. You're kind of like moving away from that to being like, despite the fact this has happened, I am radiant. I am sovereign. I am love. So a beautiful transition for you at the moment. And then like having the confidence that your healing will continue no matter what. That is something I feel like we need to just I think acknowledge and honor here, because the version of you that was there to receive that initial information wasn't necessarily confident they could get through this. But confidence has come out on healing and strength in this reading. So, babe, you got this. And then meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. Spirit will always be guiding us back to meditation, because that's how we can cater to our inner world and the communication that's going on there. Okay. So, and to be honest, like this card for me, I can meditate and it can be delicious. But sometimes I have trouble, especially when I'm feeling uncomfortable or not very confident. I have trouble meditating. So I will literally do a 1-minute meditation. So I don't want to hear no excuse. You got the meditation card. Go do your 1-minute meditation, okay? It helps. And receive that as an act of self-love. Even if you sit there and you're meditating and your intention is to give yourself space to, you know, recalibrate and feel into your inner world and move through some uncomfortability. If you have resistance, ego talking at you, you look fucking stupid, I'm uncomfortable, I need a fart, like whatever the distraction is that's coming in, we come back to your intention. And your intention was to hold space for yourself. And that's fucking beautiful. Okay? Don't let yourself make yourself feel bad about that. That's what you're meant to be doing. Okay. All right, what else we got? Tantric, number 11 here coming through. Ooh, delicious. It's like on this healing journey, maybe you've been doing a lot of mind and wider work, and now this is coming through, this tantric energy is coming through for you to enjoy the journey back into your physical vessel and the deliciousness that it can bring you and provide for you. So definitely time to get moving and grooving in whatever way this lands. Okay, darlings, enjoy yourselves, enjoy the journey, no matter what the outcome, whether it ends with a bang or not. Okay, so on Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. Willow Spirit, flexibility, passion, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. We have Quarrelsome with some Phoenix energy here. I feel like part of your resistance is definitely to being flexible, and there's a part of you that feels safety and stability in not moving, but I don't feel like this part of you really understands the impact your energy being held there or kind of kept there is having on your passion. And actually being able to feel that passion because of the squabbling that's kind of going on. And this could speak to within your own mind where you want to go. You might have a lot of ideas, but it also could be a quarrel between, you know, leaving who you were and moving into becoming who you are. And that is just, it's just a lot of chatter. a lot of chatter. And I don't honestly feel like it's relevant, any of it, that just in this moment. Okay, let's see what else lands on that card, because that's all I'm getting there. Okay. On strength, bear spirit, healing, confidence and meditation, we have 32, abandoned. Someone left you out in the cold, babe. Left you out in the cold. How dare they? Despite that, despite being left out in the cold, this beautiful Wahine's candle is still lit, okay? And rejection is protection, babe, okay? If this is not recent energy for you, if this is a past wound or a core wound, whatever you want to call it, it is definitely time to receive some healing, receive your strength back to the version of you that has been abandoned. If this is an inner child wound, I feel like the today you is who is going back for that inner child, and you can do so confidently, and you can reconnect through meditation, and you can ease this mamai. If this is something that has happened recently in your world, this abandonment that may have temporarily cost you your confidence, Spirit is saying that there is healing and strength to be had here, okay? And Mama Bear is here. Maybe a mother figure will be who you're needing to kind of lead you through this energy. Now my throat's itchy. Excuse me. Okay. Going to move to the tarot because I feel like we need some more information on these feminine cards that have come through. First tarot card, 5 of Swords, win or lose. Ace of Swords, clarity of belief. And 17, Star card, heal. Healing on heal, nice. Okay, practice becoming who you deserve to me. The ego will try to resist, evolve anyway. Love, enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. Tantric, appreciate your physical body and the pleasure it can give you, and the justice in you being able to enjoy that pleasure without this trying to think it has any room for comment. 5 of Swords, win or lose. So 5, energy of change, a difficult number, and win or lose. You know, we don't really like losing, do we? But what I'm wanting you to see with this card, and especially if your ego had a reaction to this win or lose card, is what we're telling our ego is that even if I lose, I win with the fertile amount of information I get from losing. And then the next win that I have, I know I couldn't have without that experience or the journey of losing. Right? Right. Thank you. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Willow spirit, flexibility. Passion, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Quarrelsome energy coming through with the phoenix, and clarity of belief. Ace of swords. So new ways of thinking, literally under pig spirit, use your mind wisely, and flexibility. Your mind is going to become your weapon, bro. Like, stagnation, don't know her at all. I feel like you're really harnessing your mental strengths and your ability to bring clarity of relief to quarrelsome energies within and outside of you. If you are looking through your expanded perspective, your flexible lens. Now, how does this change passion? I feel like there's always patterns in quarrelsome energy with the way we treat ourselves, our partners, our friends, our family. There can be patterns that you may be really great at recognizing and then bringing a clarification of belief to these patterns so that people can break out of them. So you might be someone who's always supported people, through quarrelsome energies within themselves. Now it's time for you to use and receive your own medicine of that. And, if we look at the Ace of Swords as one big sword, it's time to break out of the mental constraints you've placed yourself in. So like the mental barriers, the mental blockages. So any beliefs that you can't do it or you don't deserve it, please, they are expired. Let them go, because allowing them to hang around will just create a quarrel between that version of you and the version of you who is trying to become who you deserve to be. It's not becoming who you are, it's becoming who you deserve to be. You deserve to experience your own beautiful medicine through your mind, through your heart. And yeah, you are just going to bring a lot of change, baby, to wherever you are. And then Spirit gives us this healed card with the star card on this abandoned card. Let's clarify that again, eh? So I love that healing. You are ready to heal this, whether this has just occurred or if this is resonating to an older part of you. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Yeah, this person or job or whatever that abandoned you or left you, they weren't balanced in what they were giving and receiving. And your energy calls for people who can meet you where you are. Success and growth. Listen. Yeah, so this is literally opening up the door to the High Priestess, okay? And the High Priestess, she's listening to herself. She's listening to her own wisdom, her own guidance, her own sovereignty before she moves in the world. So you are being called to kind of move, not necessarily in secret, but no wahanui around this time, okay? Take time to listen to yourself and really land in what you're trying to tell you, because it's healing. And yeah, success and growth are coming from this moment, okay? You're not doing this for naught, all right? All right. Okay, one more line of tarot. I can't help myself. We'll just clarify one more time, please, Spirit, for the collective. What else are they needing to know here? Any last confirmations needed for this reading? I feel like part of what's been troubling you in this journey of becoming who you deserve to be is like anxiety that you're gonna lose friendships that mean a lot to you emotionally, and maybe the resistance you're feeling in you becoming who you are meant to be is, you know, people being used to the version of you have been. Okay, so just taking your power back, the self-liberation that you're going through and evolving in any way, you know, that'll bring who it's meant to bring with you. And I do get a sense that you're kind of doing some mahi as the leader, and you walking first is definitely going to support other people. I mean, this is just reconfirming that this is a healer's card, this card here. So sometimes we've got to walk through the fire first so that we can explain it. So yeah, if that resonates to you. Let's go. What is our next clarification? We have the Page of Pentacles coming through on the Five of Swords. Beautiful energy with the Ace of Swords again. So yeah, this is definitely leaning towards a win in your energy. This is a card of, you know, like beginner's luck and grounded action, and also physically being able to feel the embodiment of your self-love that you've been working on. And I feel like, so this Ace of Swords is speaking to the self-love that you've had to work hard at, and that's manifesting into this. Okay, so keep up with those, you know, those self-love rituals that you have, because they've obviously been working. On clarity of belief, we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is beautiful energy. And I feel like this is you, you know, after having moved through all of this challenging energy, this quarrelsome energy, and embracing your clarity, letting go of the mind and just being within your wairua, so that your passions can land without fear of change. It's just excitement. Okay, so another get boogieing card here. And then we have the Eight of Wands coming through. So this is, you know, either something that has been moving slow, but within this energy that you've just received, there is going to be some momentum that comes from this, and some communication. I feel like people are going to start noticing that you are taking time to receive your power back, and that won't come through like that. It'll be more compliments, or a compliment you weren't expecting, to confirm, yeah babe, you're moving, your fire is still lit. Okay, so we're going to end now with a heart healing oracle card that I'll read from the book. So what is the collector's heart needing to hear after this reading? Or, you know, what are they needing to hear, Spirit? Okie dokie, we have number 3, unseen heart. You are significant. Okay. Dear heart, I know the pain you have been through of feeling ignored, discounted, and brushed off. There is never enough time in a day, week, month, or year to give you the care and the attention you crave. You, darling heart, have been so patient, tolerant, understanding, compromising, and forgiving. You wait for a time when you can be given consideration, kindness, and most of all, thoughtfulness. You need to feel that you matter, that you are precious and significant. At times you don't know how to respond to all the past coldness you have encountered, and it can be particularly painful to have your feelings, ideas, and intuition discounted. There are parts of yourself that you don't even know anymore, as they have become so rigid, stunted, and weary. I am here for you, dear heart. I am ready to see, love, accept, and embrace all of you. To me, every part of you is important, interesting, and precious. I now take full responsibility for you, and I give you permission to grow into the huge heart that you are. Together, we will bring goodness and beauty to others. Together, we will see those who have been hiding for eternity, and we will help them cultivate their divinity. Yeah, you will. I see you. I see you. From my heart to your heart, with so much love, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't. You've so got this, healing homie. You beautiful, beautiful being. I will see you next time. Thank you for being here. Feel free to comment to confirm if this did resonate. I love to hear those things if you have the time, but also appreciate you just receiving what you need to receive. You know, that's why I'm here. So lots of love. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next time.